Hey y'all, I'm back with another book haul. This one is kind of a large one because my local bookstore, it had a tent sale and I was just like, oh my god, I can't resist. So I'm gonna go through some of it fast and some of it slow. So the first thing is comic books. Who loves comic books? I love comic books. So I got this one, which is, I'm just gonna say Captain America. Another Captain America. Then we have X-Men, which is my true deep love. And we have Storm, which is part of the X-Men collection, of course. Another X-Men. By the way, the rest of these are probably X-Men. X-Men. Oh, actually not. Farscape. I thought this was super cool that they actually had a comic book series for Farscape, because it's Farscape. Who knew, right? They have an entire collection dedicated to Buffy, and I just found that kind of weird. But so we have X-Men and X-Men. Which X-Man? There were a lot of those, and I felt like that was kind of sad that there were so many X-Man, but not X-Men, X-Man. Another X-Men. Another X-Men. Another X-Men. And another one. And, oh, Jean Grey. My favorite person in the world. And then more. And this is last one of all the comic books that I got. It's really not that much if you think about it, comic book wise, but for me I was like, oh my gosh, I just cannot resist. So the other thing that I hugely collect but do not go into detail is music books, because I sang for years. I have a Bachelor of Arts in music, and so like I love collecting music books. I might not sing or teach anymore. I still can't help it when I see them on clearance or sale. So we have Schubert songs. We have Disney movie magic. We have The Art of the Song, which is a huge book, and it probably has like, yeah, it has so many different arias. It's kind of crazy. Then we have this. I thought this was super funny to have, because honestly, Andrew Lloyd Webber, one of the best ones ever. Then we have Madonna. And we have 15 American art songs, or arias. No, just art songs. And I've actually sang most of these, so I was just like, oh, I've sang that, like The Lamb and stuff like that. Okay, so this is Just Memory from Cats. And then we have Love Takes Time. Then we have Brahms songs. I love Brahms. Brahms is like, seriously, I've sang his songs. Oh, he's brilliant. We have Miley Cyrus. Just couldn't resist. Hello, it's Miley Cyrus. We have Enchanted, which is an underrated Disney movie, if you ask me. So this, I thought that was so cool. These are original pictures of songs when they came out. So this was on the display cover, and so I was just like, oh my gosh, I have to have that. And so it doesn't actually have music, but it's music related. Then we have she is actually not my favorite person, but I still was like, oh my gosh, she has music. I'm totally gonna get that. You never know. Green Day. Who doesn't love Green Day? I know this person, but it's like, it's escaping me. His music is not like coming to my head. Then we have this one. This one is just super sweet. And I was just like, oh. So this one, I was so excited. I found a Gilbert and Sullivan score, called Riddigore, or The Witch's Curse, and I was like, I've never seen this, and I've seen probably all of their work, and I was just like, oh my god, I have to have that. So this one is Spanish and Italian songbook, and I was like, it has all these arias, and I've sang a lot of them, but I was just like, I didn't really sing in Spanish because I actually, not my best skill. I can sing in German better than I can sing in Spanish. Just wasn't my forte. Michael Legend. So there are songs on here that I liked, so didn't know that was in his thing. Oh my gosh. Mama, can you hear, or Daddy, can you hear me? Something like that. That one was one of those, and that totally stuck out to me. Sorry, I can't find it on there when I'm trying to do a video. Then we have country hits, because who doesn't love listening to country hits? And oh my gosh, this stack is getting so big. Then this is just learning basic songs, I guess. And I was just like, that's good for teaching. Another one of my favorites, Franz Joseph Haydn. I was just like, oh my gosh, it's a Haydn. Oh, anyway, sorry. That was just like me reminiscing about that. Bela Bartok, not very commonly known, but still he's an amazing pianist. Has great art, great music. So I got a second one by accident, but I was like, it's great. Then I can destroy one and have one if I ever decide to teach again. And then this one is Broadway musicals, or just snippets of favorites like Tomorrow, Edelweiss, wow. And then this, I got this. This was so cool. It was the Twisted Songs from The Night Before Christmas, and I was just like, oh my god, that's great. That's fantastic. Okay, so now all my crazy hoards are done. Now we're on to legitimate like buys. Besides, yeah. Okay. So first one I got was this one. Definitely looked intriguing. It kind of reminded me of White something. It's White something. I cannot remember the title. I was like, oh my gosh, that looks brilliant. I cannot not get that. I got actually this, Philip Yancey's Where's God When It Hurts. It's actually one of my mom's favorite authors, and he is pretty brilliant, and I do really care for his stuff, so I was like, well, why not? And then I got Wild at Heart by John Eldridge, another one of my mom's favorites. Have not actually read his stuff, so we'll see if we like it or not. And then Star Wars, because I couldn't resist a little Star Wars junior novel. Also got a junior novel of the princess, one of the princess stories, Diaries, the Royal Diaries. This is The Crossroads. It's by Paul Young, and I really enjoy Paul Young. He definitely writes for a audience that's more not wanting to conform to what everybody says. And he definitely, if you've watched my videos before, I've definitely done a lot of reviews on him. Definitely love his work, and I was just like, oh my god, I have to pick this up. This one, I just got it because it was a psychology book. I really love psychology. This is Daring Greatly by Brene Brown. So I love Brene Brown. She is another one of the people that I will always read her stuff. So brilliant. Such a sound author. She's definitely talks about stuff people don't talk about, like shame and vulnerability, and like I struggle with those. And so I was just like, oh my god, I have to like have her. Anyway, so these, it's actually kind of the same thing, but not. They're both The Life of Changing Tidying Up, Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo, and then also The Spark Joy by Marie Kondo. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I could not resist, because she's brilliant. If you guys have not seen her Netflix TV show, you definitely should, because it just makes you want to, first of all, clean up and appreciate what you have and allow it to be moved on to other people. So this one is totally like, I love seeing the making of movies, and like the fact that they took one of a lot of people's favorite all-time classic video game characters and made it into a movie. Though from what I hear, the movie wasn't that great, but I still am super impressed that they were able to do that, and I totally love when they do creative things like that. So this, who can resist Les Miserables? It is actually my favorite play of all time. It has all of the stuff, how they went from making the original show to making it into the movie. Oh, I love this show. It is probably the one I could watch for the rest of my life. It is just brilliant, and you would always catch new things that you wouldn't realize were there. Then I got this because I am a Star Trek nerd. If we haven't discovered any of this out. And so it's just the history of each of the shows and what each character, like when they first were asked to do it, if they really wanted to do it or if they didn't want to do it, or they were like, oh, I want to do something different. And it was very interesting. I've actually already read it. Okay, so this one, Fire and Ash. I decided to get it because it looks, I don't know, it just looks kind of like Fire and Ash is kind of like Fire and Ice, you know, like whole Game of Thrones thing. So I was like, people are really harping on that, but why not? So this is another Princess Diaries one. This is a Promised Land one. It's very interesting. I actually like it because it's just like the rest of them, only it's more Bible stories than anything else. So, amazingly enough, I don't own this book, which I thought was crazy. It's the Sermon on the Mount by James Wesley, or John Wesley. Sorry, John Wesley. And I was like, why don't we own this book? This seems kind of weird that we don't own the book. And I was just like, I bet you it's somewhere that we can't find. You know, like that special place that you put books that are supposed to be right there in front of you, but they're not. So I was just like, why not? We always love them. And if we have an extra copy, then we can give it away to someone, because that's always one of the things we like to do. This one is Strike. It kind of reminded me of Star Wars for some reason. So I was just like, looks interesting. I probably should get that. Okay, now we're on to my still love of music biographies. I got one of, this is P.D. Kubok. I believe he's like his son, Bach's son, I believe. I'm really bad because actually Bach, all of his children were musicians, so there was like a lot of Bachs. So you have to like differentiate. Got it. Between each one, and so I think that one was his son, not actually like the Bach that everybody finds out. And then I got Ludwig von Beethoven, the classics, just a general journal. Oh my gosh, there's so many. I swear I'm almost done. This is a super long video, I apologize. Mozart. Who doesn't love Mozart? Oh, I got another Mozart. And another Mozart. I really love Mozart, if you can't tell. Anyway, and then the last book that I got, it's probably one I don't know how I feel, but it's The Hollow Children from Miss Pettigrew's Home for Peculiar Children. I honestly find them really creepy, so I like to have them, but I have zero plans to read it at this time because I have a long list of stuff that I'm currently reading, so I'm just like, maybe not at this time. Maybe eventually, but not at this time. But might as well have them just to have them and then be like, oh, I actually want to read it today, and you never know. Anyway, I am so sorry that this book haul was so long. If you enjoyed it and you made it all the way through, congrats! If you didn't, you never have to watch me again. If you did, however, please subscribe. Type anything on if you want me to review anything or read anything, just let me know. Anyway, you all have a great day.